Welcome to Do It Yourself Breastfeeding. I'm Robin Kaplan. I'm an international board certified lactation consultant, owner of the San Diego Breastfeeding Center, and host of the Boob Group podcast. Today we are talking about overactive letdown. So what is an overactive letdown? Usually we see it with watching the baby feed. So if you have your baby on, your milk starts to let down and you hear tons of gulping, sometimes their eyes bug out, sometimes there's clicking, sometimes they're dripping milk out of their mouth, sometimes they're popping off and gagging and choking. This could be a sign that you actually have an overactive letdown. Usually an overactive letdown is combined as well with an oversupply, so you might notice that your baby is not only gaining 4 to 7 ounces a week, but actually gaining closer to a pound a week. These would all be indicators that you might be dealing with an overactive letdown. The one thing I do want to mention though too is sometimes these symptoms, popping off, gagging, dripping milk out of the mouth, stuff like that, can also be a sign of tongue tie or lip tie. So if your baby is not gaining excessive weight or is having a difficult time managing your flow, it's always helpful if these tricks don't work to meet with a lactation consultant. So we have a very hungry baby here, so let's get over to our little one. So we're going to go ahead and latch your kiddo on. So it really doesn't matter which way you latch a baby on, but one of the ways that we can help a baby manage a very fast letdown would be after your kiddo latches on, leaning back a little bit. So what that does, and we'll have you kind of just lean your body back. There you go. So what that does is that you're kind of working against gravity now at this point. So instead of making it so like you are unleashing the water hose on your kiddo, when you lean back, it can slow your flow down. So on here, we kind of hear the kiddo clicking because the milk is really flowing quickly. So what mom can do as well once she's leaned back is take one of her hands, come over and press down on her chest, right there, on her breast, and wait for about a minute or two until the clicking stops. What this does is it allows the lower half of your breast to let down. It's kind of putting like a red light or a yield on the top half of the breast, letting the lower half release. And then once the flow slows down a tad, you can let go, and it allows the top half to release. This kiddo clearly is very well versed in dealing with mom's very fast flow, but some babies tend to get really, really frustrated and overwhelmed by it. And as you can see, lots of this clicking and stuff. So very quick breathing as well. So oftentimes what we find is that this kind of breast blockage can make it easier for the baby to stay on more comfortably for him, as well as more comfortable for mom, because the baby's not pulling on her nipple or smashing it to kind of slow down the flow. So those are a few ways that you can deal with overactive letdown. If you would like to watch more of our videos, you can check out our YouTube channel, which is DIY Breastfeeding, as well as check out our websites, which are San Diego Breastfeeding Center